Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Just Gaming Today. Today we're running this Outpost 4 demo. It is Let's Play 4, I believe, of this series. It is a really fun little game. I like the demo. I like how much I'm seeing so far. Sometimes the demos are too small or not very good. This one is the opposite of that. It seems very, very good. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I do like the lab room. The weapons room kind of lets you review the weapons that you've opened up. Um, let's see, a few of the weapons. I don't know if all these will be available in the demo. See a lot of question marks here. You see they've got a lot of weapons that are at least planned. I don't know if they're all implemented, but we do have quite the selection here. So it's kind of nice. The lab room, we do have a meta tree that's quite cool. You know, I've not filled it all out yet, but where we wanted to start is we did finish the second planet, which was Mercury. The first planet was Mars. So we completed the waves there. I think you can rerun those planets to earn currency. But at the point now we're at 445 of the diamond. I forget what this red stuff is called, but we have 199 and 20 of these third tier. I kind of think of them first tier, second tier, third tier. That seems to be how, we started with just this one. Then we started seeing these and so forth. So let's see where we're going to spend our points today. First wave of mining robots is accelerated. Not exactly sure what that means. So I think it's just that means they go faster. Diamond quantity bonus. That seems like a good thing to maybe buy. But let's check out some of these other ones that I haven't invested points in. Diamond generator. Now this one I think is probably similar to the mining apparatus. So I think I am going to purchase this. Diamond generator generation speed. Might hold off on that. We just get it and see what it does. And then we do have the drones. So the drones are pretty cool. There's little tiny drones that kind of go out and blow up the ground and come back with some of the ore. Missile explosion device, plus 10%. We don't have enough for that. We don't have enough for that. This is the maximum base health. Starting coins. Base health recovery. Mining robot extra movement speed. That seems like a pretty good one. The fifth weapon. So I don't have that yet. I don't have enough for that. I might save that third tier currency for that. 250. Now I don't think I can do this again because I tried that last time. It does not work. Now this one, I would buy weapons if I can, but I don't. I think these are all just done now. Some of these colorize and you can still purchase things in them. Like I actually purchased this one twice. I'm not sure what it did for me, but I did purchase it twice. So I'm not going to do that again. Let's go ahead and get some weapon attack speed. I'm going to buy weapon attack speed again because it looks like, yeah. So the other thing you get within this meta progression is you increase your rank. So your commander rank is increased to 4. There's a little bit of, you got some spacing issues here. All weapon damage is increased by 20%. Base health increased by 8. All weapon cooldowns are increased by 8%. And then we unlocked hatred each time the base is damaged. All weapons gain something. I can't read it. There's some cutoffs here and you can't really scroll or do anything with it. Gold teeth, there's a 0% chance that hitting a monster will do something. And then golden whistle. At the end of your battle, you will receive gold coins for something. It's obviously a demo. There's some issues. It's okay. I think this needs to be up farther, more of this displayed, or at least allow you to like right click on it to see it or whatnot. Now, some of these items, what I've seen is they start at 0%. This is very interesting because you have to take the item and kind of earn experience with it by taking it. So what I think is going to happen and what I've seen happen on some of the other ones is I haven't seen a 0% go to something, but I've seen other percentages go from like 20% to 25%. So I think that as you progress with the experience of the individual item, these start to go up and up and up. Okay, let's go back. So we've earned a rank. Let's go through. Don't really care about the refreshes. Let's go ahead and grab this. I wanted to see if there was something kind of that came off of this. Additional supply selections. I'm okay with that. Let's get the resupply wave interval deceleration, the weapon interval reduced. Let's see here. Extra multiplier for monster ore drops. That would be pretty interesting. Let's go up and look at these again. So this is the rain. So the extra multiplier for the rain. I might go ahead. Gold coins drop in the base is attacked. I think, can I buy more of this? No. So that's maxed out. Let's go ahead and max this out so that way that one's done. Extra movement speed for the robots. Let's get that again, and let's get this. Yeah, let's get it one more time. That way it's maxed out. Mining robot speed. This speed is really, really good. I think we're just going to go ahead and buy as much of that as we can. Diamond quantity bonus. Any more base things that we can buy here? Yes. Okay. So we're done with our basic, usage of the tier 1 currencies. Now, another thing we can do is purchase some weapons or go down here and get into the base health. Adding 10 to the base health seems really good, but starting coins is really good too. We get both of those. Extra speed for the washing device. I'm not too hot on that. Tell you what, we'll look at these two maybe next time, but let's go ahead and get the maximum base health and see what that opens. That allows us to do maximum base health again with the 3rd tier currency. And let's go ahead and get the starting coins up to 50. Now that kind of gets us to the point where we've spent all of our currency that we can spend. Maybe we can spend this. I'm not really willing to spend 20 on that quite yet. I think there's some other things out there that'll probably be more interesting. Let's go ahead and record our missions. So there's some things you can spend some nominal amounts of currency on to just record stuff and have places you can go look. So like we have this relic room now. We can look at all the relics that we've opened. So that's kind of cool. And also you can see like this is one of the ones that I have. Each enemy kill restores 0 health points to the base. So what I think happens here is this is going to be like 0.25, or I don't think it's going to be 1, but it's going to go up by some level. So these items here, there are tons of them, it seems. Wow. So you can see how extensive the plan is for this game. That's something that's really exciting to see. I doubt we'll see all of this in the demo. That's not typical to do that, but maybe we will. I don't know. There's some things here that definitely need to be worked on, but it's okay. This is kind of just like a log of our missions, which is pretty cool. So we're going to set off again. Oh, we're not available in the demo to do the next one. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's okay, because the demos aren't meant to be, exceedingly long. But what we can do is we can go back to Mars and let's run I guess this is a different difficulty, maybe not. Ordinary. Maybe it meant to say difficult. Let's try it on this one. Let's set off on this 10 waves. So we get to choose between laser, machine gun, and gear. I'm going to go ahead and take the gear. I really am quite happy with the gear. All right, so the mining, we're going to do extraction volume. I do like getting that up and these going faster. Let's work on the base a little bit, and then let's work on the gear a little bit. Explosives, this is all the stuff for the drones. Let's do the base again. So here I think we're going to get the robot. Let's do the excavation and movement speed. All right, so gold teeth. This is one we couldn't read. There's a 0% chance that hitting a monster will drop 1 gold coin. Drops 2 gold coins every 10 seconds. This started at 1. So this is one that we've taken multiple times and we've gotten some experience points with. And this red envelope is level 0. It gives you 2 to 20 gold coins when you choose it. Let's get this solar panels again. I'm going to pump up the volume here. Let's look at the base again. Let's move that up. Let's move some automatic recovery. Let's look at pumping up the weaponry as well. It is interesting that I'm getting a little bit of gold. I think it's from the solar panels while the game is progressing there. Let's get the cheap things here. Just get everything kind of moving up. Now let's move the mining gear. So there's the drones, which you'll see here flying around. When we come back to this, there's some drones. There is some, the mining, the robots, the drones, and then this mining facility here. So there's a lot of stuff kind of going on here all at the same time. So we've got a number of robots here, which could be 200. I think I'm going to increase the extraction volume in these two again, and just get to the point where hopefully I can get to that level where I am able to extract and get to that 200 point and get another robot here. Having more robots is very, very, very beneficial. You just have a lot more stuff going on. We should get offered another weapon. I really like that current loop. So we're going to take the current loop and upgrade it at least twice. Go back to the gear. Let's hit that once. Let's go back to gold mining. All of this seems okay. Let's do the extraction there because that seems to be, it's just a constant conveyor belt of ore coming in. You see we have ore out here. So I wouldn't mind getting these need labeled better. Explosive is actually the drones. So let's get some drones going here and see if we can pick up more of these ore pieces that are just kind of laying out here. The gear is the weaponry here that I've selected here. So we can take the solar panels again, apparently. That's kind of cool. All weapon speeds increased by 10%, energy-related increases of 15%. At the end of the battle, you receive gold coins equal to the number of waves multiplied by 3. Equal to the number of waves by 3. That's kind of interesting. So if you're on this really, really long wave, you can use the whistle to just really, really pump out gold at the end of each wave. And also it looks like as you level up the whistle, this number will increase. That's interesting. So to take the battery before, let's take it again and just increase it and see if we can get some things better going here. Base wise, mining wise, we want to really hit that 200 number. We might be able to get it here. Let's see. Very, very close if not. Yeah, we got it. Okay, so we got our extra robot. We've got a couple of extra gold here. Let's do the excavation speed and the movement speed. We might be close to being done on the mining. I might pump this up one more time. But at the moment, this seems pretty good. We definitely want to get this current loop up and going again. Let's pump this one more time and we're probably done with that particular brand of mining. Let's look at the explosive drones. Let's go ahead and pump these cheapies up. The gear and the current loop. So the current loop, let's pump these up, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the radius. I don't even think I've taken a point of damage. Now, the first time I ran Mars, it was obviously a lot harder. I didn't succeed right off the bat. I think this is a more difficult run because I did select that difficulty meter, but it didn't seem to do much, so I'm not sure. So let's see, we got 100 there. Here, let's look at the gold mining and the ore quality. Let's go ahead and do those both times. Number of drones, let's get 75. Number of ores dropped. Flight speed and firing speed. Let's just pump into the drones there. I've not really done that before. Excavation speed, and one more gold would get me that, but let's get some health. recovery, and then we'll look at doing this, maybe the movement speed and trying to get a lot of, you know, extraction on this next little run. We only have one more wave here. Unfortunately, I thought there was going to be at least one more planet I could run. So I was kind of excited to get in here and do this third planet, but it looks like the demo is just 2 planets, which again is fine. You know, I don't expect them to release the whole game. I will most likely buy this game when it comes out. We'll do a little more of a true let's play when that happens. So it looks like we're doing okay. We didn't take a lot of damage. So we have Tesla coil and shotgun. Let's take the Tesla coil. I took the shotgun before. I've taken the Tesla coil before. They both seem rather good. So explosive gear, Tesla. Let's do the Tesla and just pump that up a little bit. Let's get these pumped up a little bit for the final round here. We have just a few more gold. I don't think anything's really going to matter, but I'll put the critical hit there. Let's do the base just in case we need to repair, which I don't think we'll need to. But as you can see, you can go back. I like the idea of going back and running previous missions, previous planets, and having the ability to just grind some extra currency out. Also, you'll notice as a demo, you know, base isn't capitalized here. Here isn't capitalized here. You can only see part of this. I think they need to work on base, mining, base, robots, conveyor, drones, gear. I don't know what kind of weapon this is, so I'm a little concerned about what this actually is. Then current loop, I would just put this as loop. And then Tesla, I would keep this as is. So I would probably rename these so they're more recognizable. You know, I think there's some problems with the naming conventions. That's okay. Yeah, we're going to see lots of that, you know, like hashtag wave. I don't think they meant to have that in there. It just is what it is. It's part of being a demo. You can see there's hashtag W, a capital duration, you know, there's lower cases here, and that's okay. As a demo, you kind of expect these things. I think this is a high quality demo for what they've released. I understand the game, which is the most important thing. You know, being able to understand it and get into it and, you know, just kind of get the general gist of what is coming and what is there and kind of seeing the plan. So I do like these exposure rooms where they've exposed this massive list of stuff here. This is kind of reminiscent of like a brotato, you know, kind of thing where you see all these, you know, potential potatoes that you get to play. And, you know, you're like, you get excited right off the bat, like, oh my gosh, I have to unlock all these things so I can play them. So I do have a little bit of currency left over. I'm not going to spend it at this point. Let's see, if we set off again, none of these are available, but you can also see there's 12 planets at least planned in the beginning. It does look like there's a nightmare difficulty, and, you know, nightmare difficulty. So you can go through 6 levels of difficulty here and keep putting points into your tree. This is probably where I'm going to leave off on this particular demo. When the game comes out, though, I will be looking to purchase it and see if, you know what, I'm going to do a secondary check. The game might be out. So if it's out, I'm going to change this demo into a let's play and probably play farther into this. I just saw that there's a demo out. I didn't actually do the secondary check to see if the game's actually released. Maybe it's out and I just don't know it yet. So I'll check on that. If there is, you'll see more of these videos. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a good gist from this demo offering of what the game has to offer and where it's going and what it's looking like. I really think it's a pretty cool game, and I hope you do too. Like, subscribe, dislike, leave comments. Let me know what you would like to see potentially in the future. And I appreciate everybody. Thank you very much.